The billions of dollars that have been sent to state and local governments via the COVID aid packages have been spent on a lot of different things. And I'm sure there's examples where we can find literally millions of dollars that we quibble over whether it was the best use of that money. But in some cases, it is not up for debate. And so we're gonna go very local. We're gonna go to the members of the Shiawassee County Board of Commissioners who agreed to share a windfall in federal COVID relief funds with employees last week. That sounds good initially. What they didn't tell the public was that top-level administrators for the county would receive far bigger payments, up to $25,000 each, than the frontline workers who were directly exposed to coronavirus as they cleaned buildings and provided vaccines to residents. So how did this function? What's the difference in the payments? Well, records obtained by MLive, the Flint Journal, show top-level administrators in the county received $25K each, while the department heads each received half, $12,500. Middle management officials received $5,000 each, while chief deputies, health department employees, and attorneys received $2,500. So health department employees, or to my mind, like the people who are actually fighting the pandemic, received 1/10 what top level administrators got. So the cleaning staff, again, those are the people who are literally dealing with trying to stop, like especially early on when we thought it was mostly transferred via touch. They got $2,000. Other employees got $1,000, which is almost offensive at that point. But yeah, even the chairman of the County Board of Commissioners got $25,000. And all of this is bad, Brett, and I want your thoughts, but I had an immediate question as soon as Sophie was telling me these numbers, and it was $25,000. Wait, this is like a board of commissioners. How much could they possibly get paid? They get paid about $10,000 a year. So it was a bonus that was 2.5 times their pay for the year. What do you think?
And most of the people on the list got more in bonuses than you got in stimulus.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what's frustrating. $25,000 a year. It's exactly the worst thing it does. It plays into narratives of government waste.
And corruption, yeah.
And the other thing it does is play into concepts of corruption. So people are taking this money and giving it to themselves. And these stories pop up all the time. And a lot of the ones that are for businesses sometimes shake out okay, because I think that there are people who are employed through these PPP loans that went to some pretty weird businesses. But then you think about, I always remember how much it costs to like actually run something like that and who you're employing along the way. So I try to keep that in my mind as I, also hear echoing like corporations are evil. But like, dude, at least those are going to employ people. This is, hey, I'm just gonna give myself the money because I'm in charge of how much money goes to people. And that's horrifying. And that's everyone's worst fear. And everyone has it bad enough without these like very obvious bits of corruption.
100%. Yeah, and some people say that they were surprised when they got the money. Okay, maybe. Commissioner Cindy Garber, she was honest. She says, I think I earned it. Okay, it was a rough year. Everybody earned something. We'll let the voters decide, I guess.
I think I earned a gajillion dollars.
That's true. But two things. Here's surprising facts for you. How much do you think the sheriff got? The full 25K. And we haven't said if these are Democrats or Republicans. Apparently they're all Republicans. Although I wouldn't put it past Democrats to engage in the same sort of corruption.
At least crime.
But anyway, that was fun
during that time.
Thank you. Yeah, at least. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.